2001 was the year Kenya had a coalition government for the first time since independence. This came after President Daniel Arap Moi appointed Raila Odinga and 3 other members of the opposition National Democratic Party to his cabinet, previously made up of only Kenyan African National Union (KANU) members. And it was also the year in which the defunct East African Community was revived, after Moi, Tanzanian President Benjamin Mkapa, and Uganda President Yoweri Museveni signed a new treaty of cooperation in Arusha, Tanzania. The community had died in 1977 following disagreements between then Kenyan President Jomo Kenyatta, Tanzanian President Julius Nyerere, and Ugandan President Idi Amin over the running of several community corporations. The year started with a dramatic breakthrough in the process of reviewing Kenya's constitution. In January, the 2 opposing camps, the Constitution of Kenya Review Commission, set up by an Act of Parliament and chaired by Professor Yashpal Gai, and the Ufungamano Initiative Group, made up of church and civil society leaders as well as the opposition in Parliament, agreed to cooperate. The Constitution of Kenya Review Act was amended to expand Gai's commission by 12 more members and to empower Gai to consult widely before the final draft constitution was subjected to a national referendum. On March 20th, at Gai's insistence, Moi called for a merger of the parliamentary and Ufungamano reform teams, a suggestion that was received with thumbs up by the Ufungamano group. But Moi's idea of a merger upset some KANU leaders who saw in it an even greater opportunity for NDP leader Raila Odinga to assume a more prominent role in national affairs. Raila Odinga had already been chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on the Review of the Constitution, whose recommendation had led to the setting up of Gai's Commission. And his role in that constitutional review process had brought him close to Moi. So close, in fact, that Moi had suggested that KANU and the NDP merge, something that upset many top KANU leaders who were opposed to any constitutional reforms. Those KANU leaders would be even more upset when on June 11th, without any formal consultation with the party's top brass, Moi brought Raila Odinga and 3 other NDP MPs into his cabinet. Moi had hoped that in return, Odinga would merge his party into KANU, the way the first opposition parties, the Kenya African Democratic Union and the African People's Party, had done in 1964 before Kenya became a republic. Though willing to join the KANU government, Odinga refused to dissolve his party. And so, for the first time since independence, Kenya was now ruled by a coalition government. In the mini-cabinet reshuffle that followed the KANU-NDP coalition, Moi appointed nominated MP Uhuru Kenyatta, son of Kenya's first President Jomo Kenyatta, to the cabinet as Minister for Local Government. That year, Moi would also appoint the country's first woman Chief Secretary, Sally Kosgei, who until then had been Controller at State House. Within a fortnight of Raila Odinga joining the government, opposition leaders Mwai Kibaki of the Democratic Party, Kijana Wamalwa's Ford Kenya, and Charity Ngilu of the Social Democratic Party met to plan an opposition counter-strategy against the KANU-NDP coalition. But it would take months of negotiations before they could come up with what they called a National Alliance for Change. In sports that year, Catherine Dereba set a new women's world record in the marathon run at Chicago. She also won the Boston Women's Marathon. Felix Limo broke the world 15-kilometer road race record at Nijmegen, Holland, and Margaret Okayo won the New York Women's Marathon. In 2001 was the year Kenyans said farewell to Kenya National Union of Teachers leader Ambrose Adongo and to Kilome MP Tony Ndilinge.